Hello, nice to meet you. My name is Zach. I'm a social worker on staff here at Finding Hope Counseling. Before we get started, I want to go over some things with you, particularly our confidentiality policy. That
Okay.
just means that anything that we talk about in here will not be revealed anywhere else, will not release any information to anyone without your permission. So, what we say in this room stays in this room.
Okay. That's good to know.
Okay, so first of all, what brings you in today?
Well, I don't really know what me talking about this is going to do exactly, but some of my friends just told me I should try counseling basically because I'm just having some marriage problems because my husband's drinking has just gotten really out of hand.
Okay, okay. How long has he been drinking?
I mean, drinking always, I guess. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
when we were dating, we would drink together, or even married, drink together, have drinks,
Mm-hmm.
etc., etc.
But it wasn't a problem.
No, it was never a problem until it just all of a sudden became one.
Okay. When did you begin to suspect that his drinking was a problem more than just the usual drinks?
This is gonna sound really crazy, but I didn't really suspect it until it just was in my face. Well, what I mean by that is one day I came home from work and he works out on the road, so I knew he wasn't going to be home that day or anything. So I came home from work and literally the electricity was off when I got home. And so I was confused and just thought something happened, like the power was out or something, blah, blah, blah. Called the electric company and it was out because he hadn't paid the bill.
Mm.
And so, I mean, it could have just been that he forgot it, but he didn't. And then it was kind of like in that moment, then I could look back and see all the little things that had been leading up to that,
Mm-hmm.
but I just didn't really see it or acknowledge it or realize it until that day. And then I realized what had happened. And plus, when I called him and told him about it, he straight up said that he didn't have the money to pay it. That's why he didn't. So it was crazy. It was a big fight and everything.
Did you ask him why he didn't have the money to pay for it?
Yeah, I mean, well, I didn't have to just straight out ask him that because I knew it was because of how much he drinks and the things how much money he spends on it. Because, I mean, I had seen him bringing the alcohol and the beer home, and we had kind of had conversations before about the money being an issue, but I didn't really realize it wasn't just about the money, it was actually drinking until, other priorities were being, or they weren't being made a priority, they were really being
Yeah.
failed because of him choosing to buy alcohol.
Yeah. That must have been tough.
It was a really bad day for sure.
Yeah. Do you guys have children?
Yeah, we have 3 kids. They're 12 and 10 and 4. So they don't 100% know what's going on, but I know that they can feel the tension. And even though I try not to get in fights with him in front of them, I know it's kind of been impossible to never ever have those difficult conversations with him in front of them. So,
Yeah.
and that's one of the reasons that I came here too, is just to see, I don't know, just any kind of suggestions that you have, because I don't want to get a divorce. I don't mean to just jump into thinking that straight away, but I don't really know what our future is going to be like right now if he's doing stuff like this, like the electricity is off. I mean, that's just crazy, especially because we have kids, so
Yeah.
it's affecting more than just me as a grown adult. It's affecting his kids.
Yeah, I can see that you're feeling pretty overwhelmed, I would say. Do you agree?
Definitely, because I've never dealt with anything like this before. I never had a drinking problem. Like, my parents didn't have a drinking problem. I really don't know what to do. Right now, he doesn't really seem like he says he'll stop and everything, and he said, it was a big mistake, but to me, it's just like, you should have said it was a mistake maybe before the incident with the electricity, like all these other little things that were leading up to it. If you've done something this big has happened already, yeah, definitely, I'm really overwhelmed. Like, I just feel this is really, really bad already. We went from 0 to 100 really fast.
So it progressed really quickly.
And yeah, in my mind it did. I guess maybe it had been building up for some amount of time, but like I said, I just didn't really realize it until it just hit me straight in the face.
And then now looking back, you probably notice little things here and there that...
Yeah, I can notice little things now, like, definitely sometimes he would, like, go to bed too early, like drunk, not really go to bed, more like fall asleep, and that should have been a warning sign, I guess, and just all the amount of alcohol that I found in sometimes, like, empty bottles that I would find, that maybe I didn't think he was hiding them, I guess, but then now looking back, it's like, maybe he was hiding, because why would it be, like, in a bag in his truck, and just weird stuff like that. Probably more stuff I haven't even realized yet.
Yeah. Okay. Did he ever miss work because of his drinking that you know of?
I don't think he, like, called into work, but see, I think that's another problem, is that I didn't realize. I think since he's on the road and stuff, he probably drinks a lot more when he's working than I even know, and sometimes I worry that I didn't even realize, like, he might be drinking and driving, like, for work, or driving under the influence.
That must be pretty scary for you to think of.
Yeah, it's really scary. Well, obviously I don't want anything to happen to him. I love him and I care about him. Don't want him to be in a wreck and hurt himself. I don't want him to hurt somebody else. And then now that I have began to think about it, it's like, I don't know, that I don't think I want him driving anywhere with our kids, because if he has been drinking so long, it's like he probably has a tolerance that I might not even realize how much he's been drinking. He could tell me he hasn't drank anything, but actually he's just, like, at a baseline, and he's already drank, like, who knows how much. It's just crazy. I don't understand how a person gets to that point.
Yeah. What are some ways that his drinking has affected, other than the electricity, what are some other ways his drinking has affected you and your kids as a family? That could be emotionally or in material ways, like the electricity, and other instances like that.
Yeah, well, now I just feel really unsafe and uneasy, and, like, I think personally, I believe, like, a marriage should be somewhere that you feel safe, and we should feel safe in our relationship and in our home. And now I feel like he's taken that away. It's just all I can think about all the time. I don't know. I probably I guess that's why my friends and my family wanted me to come, because I'm probably just getting on their nerves. Like, I know they care about me, but obsessing about it, because literally it's just all I can think about. Like, it's just kind of just happened, and it's so new, and I don't know what to do about it, and I just worry about him all the time, and I just worry about if he loses his job, that would affect us financially. Of course, he's spending most of our money anyways, so that's affecting us financially, and I just worry about the kids, and I think it's not fair to them that their dad is not, like, fully present, and it's not fair to them that they're having to, like, my mom is helping me take care of them when he's gone, which, I mean, that was already the plan, but I don't know, it just seems different now that he's drinking. It's like,
Yeah.
it feels different. It just feels like, I don't know, he's not doing his job, and I don't know, my mind just spins and spins and spins thinking about this stuff.
Yeah. So it puts a lot of strain and worry on you. I can see that you're really worried about your family and your marriage as well.
Yeah, it puts a lot of strain and stress on me. It's just, like I said, it's just all I can think about, and I don't know what the future holds, and that's just stressful to think about. And I don't know how much longer I can do this either, because it's so stressful. Like, what if things are good for 6 months, and then all of a sudden something like this happens all over again? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know where the line is. I don't know what to do, because, like I said, I don't want to end my marriage, but how many times do I keep trying? I mean, seriously, I don't know what to do. It's just, this is all so crazy and so new to me, and I just feel like I'm rambling on and on and on, but my mind just,
No, this
won't
is
stop.
good. This is good. So, what are you hoping to get out of counseling today? What are you trying to accomplish by coming to see me?
Well, I'm glad to just have somebody to talk to besides my family. That's probably, well, I mean, I joke saying they're tired of hearing me, but not only that, but, you know, they have certain, like, feelings and biases, and I don't want them to tell me to get a divorce just because they don't like something else he did 5 years ago, or just because somebody they know drinks and they have their own problems with it. You know what I mean? Like, I want somebody to help me work through this that's going to just be on my side and not trying to pull me one way or the other.
Right.
And I definitely just need that, and I'm hoping to just be able to kind of get some relief while I'm sorting this out.
Yeah. Well, there is a lot of resources out there, especially here in our community, that can help you find support. Sometimes it's good to have an unbiased supporter, somebody who's not a member of your family, and to be around people who've experienced some similar things that you're going through as well. There are community outreach programs here in town. A lot of churches offer support groups here that are really, really beneficial in my opinion. And I would recommend possibly going to an Al-Anon meeting. Do you know what that is?
I mean, I've heard of it, but I don't really know what it is.
Okay, so it's kind of like the other side of Alcoholics Anonymous, whereas Alcoholics Anonymous might be a resource that would be really well for your husband, and if you'd like, we could talk about some of those today or in a later session as well, but Al-Anon would be for the family members. So this is where you would go. It would be a support group. There will be a leader, and they will chair the meeting, and then you guys will have an opportunity to share your feelings and your stories with people that have experienced the same thing. And a lot of times when you get into a room with a group of people that are all going through a similar situation as you are, you can really learn a lot of coping skills and ways to kind of help you adjust to what's going on, and you'll learn about enabling and things that you could do and stop doing that could help things for both your husband and you as well. If that's something you're interested in, I can get you those resources and write them down for you and send them home with you if you'd like.
Yeah, I think maybe we'll just maybe talk about that next time, because it was just hard enough for me to get here, and I don't know if I would see people that I know there, but I really appreciate just you listening to me today, and maybe you can help me with some stuff like that next time too.
Good. And I will add, those meetings are anonymous.
Okay.
They are confidential, just like this as well, and they take that very seriously, especially at our local Al-Anon. Okay, well, I think you've done great today, and I look forward to seeing you next time. I think I've got everything I need. I'll see you again next week.
Okay.
Great.
Thank you.